Hi, my name is Inosanto Nagara, and I am the author and illustrator of Oh, the Things We're For. This is my first time reading it in public, so I hope you enjoy it. When you go to a march and raise your sign high, you'll make people smile who thought you were shy, and you'll make people wonder, does that kid really know why? You do know, of course, and that's why you're there. You're there to say no, because you do care. You're there to say stop. What's happening's not fair. We can't keep doing what we're doing the way it's been done. We can't keep using it, moving it, running it how it's been run. Standing together, that's how change can be won. So yes, you do know what's up and why you are there. But that's not the big question, at least not for me. It's not folks who don't know or just disagree. It's folks who want to be with us, but feel that they simply just can't see. Folks who say, we want to resist, we're on the same page. Our problems are serious, that's easy to see. Destruction must stop, we can't let it be. Stop polluting and poisoning and cheating and stealing. No one likes dictators or violence or kids going hungry. End poverty, stop war. But okay, then what are you for? Oh, what are we for? That is my favorite question. And I'm sure it's yours too because you pay attention. You have so many answers and so many options and so many solutions you want to impart. The only hard question is, where does one start? We have to start somewhere, so let's take a pick. Take something we all do. We all get sick. We get wheezy and sneezy and snuffly noses. We get headaches and tummy aches and sometimes throw up. So we sip some hot soup and we get a good rest, and soon we feel better and back to our best. But sometimes being sick is harder than that. The nurses may say we need more than just rest. The doctors may want to give us a test. Perhaps they'll tell us to get an x-ray. It might even mean a hospital stay. And when there's a virus that starts to run wild, more people get sicker, though some cases are mild. But so many sickies means so many meds, and not enough nurses, and not enough beds. But then we are asked, who's going to pay? Sadly, the answer is pretty not funny when companies decide to make all their money, deciding who gets cared for and who does not, depending on cash you put in their pot. So if you have means, you get the care that you need, but if you don't, well, you're in trouble indeed. So here's an idea that we can all share. We all do our part and put in what's fair, and then when we need it, we have access to care. So healthcare for all is a thing that we're for. Should I go on? Should I continue this tour? No problem, for sure. We all know now that the climate's a-changin', the earth is a-warmin' and the sea level's risin', the ice shelves are melting, which is not all surprising since science was warning that the globe will keep warming if we keep burning the stuff we've been burning. But is there an answer, some people may ask? Why yes, you say, if we're up to the task. Look up, you exclaim. What do you see? A huge ball of plasma. Clean energy for free. So instead of drilling and spilling and, let's be honest, even killing, for dirty dead dino goop that should stay in the ground, let's embrace the sun and wind and earth. Nature's power will always abound. If anyone's still not sure what you mean, what we can change so our future is green, well, it starts with committing to making it real, working together to seal a new deal. Wow, they say. Universal health care, they say. Solar energy. Such big things for a kid. Okay, that's cool, but shouldn't you be focused on kid things like playdates and school? School and play! Why, yes, on that you have much to say. We learn more with more recess and time to eat lunch, much smaller classes. We can't learn in a crunch. If we memorize and drill and are taught to be tested, real thinking does not get invested. Critical minds can't flourish that way. And speaking of teaching, our teachers need much better pay. We need schools that are safe. We need freedom to range. We need libraries and sports. We need cultural exchange. We need music and arts to fill our brains and our hearts. We should be seen as whole people with many different kinds of smarts. There are so many ideas upon which we can call for a free and fair and public education for all. But let's get more personal. Let's talk about we. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about me. Let's talk about us and the many, many ways we can be. Let's celebrate the splendor of spectrums of gender. Let's recognize and value the many hues of our skin, the many languages we speak, our many lands of origin. To whom one may pray, with whom one shares love, the diverse ways our minds work, our bodies we're proud of. Those who've always been here, on whose land we now tread, those who dare speak up, those who act quietly instead. But let's also be clear that harm has been done. Futures were stolen by sword and by gun. We can't flip a switch and say that we're there. A history of injustice takes more to repair. To balance the scales, we must reclaim what they stole and do the hard work to make us all whole. Making us whole. That's really the theme. It's not as difficult as it may seem. Lock them up, they say. Throw away the key. That's the quick fix that some want to see. But let's take a moment and take a close look. Who gets locked up? Where, how, and why? You'll see there's a problem that one can't deny. A pattern of how the judgments we face are different for each based on money and race. And even if things were quote-unquote fair, and those doing time quote-unquote deserve to be there, is putting humans in cages the best we can do? In 10,000 years have we learned nothing new? We have, of course, and that's the good news. There are much better options from which we can choose. Lift up the idea that we dispose of no one. We're each of us more than our worst act. There's no panacea, and work must be done. Liberation's for all of us, or else it's for none. Speaking of work, we've ideas there too. Things we can change, things we can do. So many people work hard for their pay, but hardly make ends meet at the end of the day. And as if just working wasn't hard enough, they're all alone when the going gets rough. There's so many ways that these things can be tough. We don't even have room to list all of that stuff. But suffice it to say, there's many a way where workers have rights and workers have sway, where we work with each other in union as one, or better yet, in co-ops for fairness and fun. And when our rights come under attack, we will know who's got our back. Okay, I know, this is a lot. But hey, they asked, so they get what you got. They opened the door for solutions galore when they asked you, what are you for? Maybe they'd hoped for something light-hearted, but you, my friend, are just getting started. So as you can see, there's much to be done, much to be fixed, and much to be run. But having to do stuff isn't so bad. Let's roll up our sleeves. Let's do something rad. Let's shout out solutions from sea to sea. Let's yell out our favorites. I hope you'll join me. What are your favorites? Diversity, science, free-range kids. I live in co-housing. Kids' rights. You can add your own. To you, these ideas are never a bore. You've already shared many, and have many, 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 oh, so many, many more. When you care for the world as much as you do, creating solutions is, oh, so you. Of course, not all solutions are the best they can be, and on some things, we may disagree. But it all starts with caring and agreeing to sharing, a radical act, if we are daring. But this is all stuff that you already know. You're ready to go. You're ready to soar. You're ready to start. You're ready to roar. So off now, let's go. Let us start working. Let us start building the future we're for. The end. And on this page, at the end, you can start writing down some of the things that you're for. I'll bet it won't fit on this page, so you're going to have to get some more paper. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this book. Oh, the things we're for. Bye-bye.